Take these off. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Hi. All right. I'm back. Applaud me. Applaud me. Applaud me. All right. There's so many wires over here, man. So many wires. All right. What's up, y'all? Hold on. Want to say hello. Good evening. Yowza, yowza, yeah.
I want to get my degree done and get started on my career.
All right, so yesterday when I was doing this thing, appreciate those thumbs up. Appreciate you guys for being here, doing this thing every night from 7 to 9 p.m. Uh, um, I would ask individuals that when you come piling in, please, man, by all means, hit that subscribe button, hit that like and share my videos. Individuals need to hear this. So this is a topic that I have been tackling and helping with individuals for the longest. And the reason why I think that I I've been helping people for the longest with this topic is because, to be honest with you, a lot of you fathers simply don't believe. You just don't believe. Let me just kill it by saying that. A lot of you fathers, you don't believe. And what I mean by that is a lot of you fathers, you're in a position where um, you, first of all, let me come at this. Let me say this. When you are in the right with child support, you don't have to go down there and fight with them. When you are in the right, don't say nothing. I'm built differently. I go down there and I beat my chest, but I'm not. I understand that you as an individual, you're a little bit different. So you don't know how to go down there and just say, you know, uh, this is what I'm doing. I'm going out there. I got my balls. I'm not. I always tell you individuals, man, don't leave your balls at home. I used to tell you guys that. Got to bring that in, but a lot of you guys, the reason why you don't believe in any victories is because you think child support is the machine you're going up against. A lot of you, if you don't understand nothing, if you don't understand nothing, um, it's something that you must understand. If you don't understand nothing, and this is a simple perspective. Uh, you know how you know how you know how you Okay, let's go at it this way. You know how if somebody die and then somebody passes away, and then they be like, well, your estate owes your estate owes this or your estate owes that. Um, and then you'll hear them say something like the IRS allows you to to gift or reward gift your estate part of your estate away without it being taxed, blah 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 blah. That's who determines money, not child support. A lot of you are under the impression that child support determines money. Child support determines the economy. It doesn't. Child support is no one Child support is nothing but a debtor. That's it. But because unlike a credit card debt, you're standing before a judge that is trying to get you to understand, I'm gonna lock you up if you don't tell me what I want to hear. Is the problem where everything goes south with you? Now, like I said, share this video. I don't have no thumbs up right now. All right, so we're gonna do it like this. Um, if you look below the comments, you'll see that dollar sign. That's my super chat. I charge $1 to watch my live stream. Hit me, give me my dollar, or you can look below and give me my dollar via Cash App, or you can waive all that and just give me my thumbs up. All right. But this is the perspective that you guys, and this is what you think. A lot of you guys think that child support is like a bank. They dictate currency. They're not. Child support is a debtor. That's all it is. It's a debtor. That's it. It's not. They don't get special privileges. They don't get to just just like your credit card company. They don't get to say you owe me. So no, you can put them in bankruptcy. It falls under the same construct. And I want to be clear about something. If you want to say child support lock you up when you don't pay it, I beg to differ. When you don't keep child support posted on what's going on in your life, that's when you get locked up. I want to be clear. A lot of you guys, what's going on, Deshaun? I see you. A lot of you guys are under the impression that, oh no, child support locks you up. No, child support don't lock you up. The reason why you not keeping them posted locks them up. Appreciate that. This is actually the pre-setup. I should be in the studio by Friday. I should be in the studio. But I appreciate it, man. I just want to be clear. A lot of you guys, you you're under the impression that, oh, child support locks you up. Well, hell, a credit card company will take money out of your account if you go 5 or 6 months and don't pay the bill and don't tell them nothing. That's just how it go. A lot of you guys just, I can't tell you how many individuals ignore 5, 6 years go by. What's your case number? I don't know. How much is your arrears? I don't know. You just don't know nothing about your case. You come across one of my videos and it's like, oh, you should know everything. No, that's not how it goes. And it says a lot about you if you just ignore your case. I wasn't like that. When things happened with me, I went down there and told them this was going on. I went down there and told them. Period. But it wasn't a lot because I told them, and that's where a lot of you guys lose the ability to talk. You lose the ability to talk when you don't go down there and tell them nothing. And then when it's time to talk, they ain't trying to believe nothing you saying. This may not be what you want to hear, but it's not the big bad monster like you think it is. And I know you want to go to somebody and let them tell you it is. To me, it's not. It's not. So let's talk about it. You working on a 1099. So instead of, for argument's sake, instead of saying 1099, we're just gonna say, uh, you work for DoorDash, just to cut the nonsense. Now, I just said, and I heard what I said because I was sitting right here when I said it. I said child support is nothing but a debtor. That's all they are. They it's somebody you got to pay. If you say they garnishing my check, of course. If you say if and listen, your perspective and method of how you decide to go and make money is not the downfall. It's not, oh, this is why child support is able to do this. No, it's what you choose. That's what you choose. You choose to have to work, excuse me. You choose to work under a perspective where they are not going to give you your money until they take what they want out of it. If you want to talk about child support, talk about taxes. Taxes is getting you too. Yeah, taxes is getting you too. So talk about that. Talk about how taxes is getting you. Don't just say, "Oh, child support." I'm working under a different. I'm working under a different perspective and narrative. I'm not working under the narrative of, "Oh, everybody is cool. State taxes is killing me. Federal taxes is killing me. All this, but child support." No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Very well said. Chip said we get screwed in many ways. There you go. It's up to you to put yourself in a working position where you're getting a very small pole in your hole. You, 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 you don't want the big giant pole in your hole. You just want to put yourself in a position where you are not getting screwed like that. However, when you are when you are of the class, let me be clear when I say it. My dad put us in a different work perspective. This is why I think the way I think. All right. So I don't have the the I don't have the narrative of, you know, uh this is you know the end all be all, like this is the end of my life. I don't have that narrative. I never will. I love my money. I do. I love my money. And i- if you don't have an accountant, if your idea of an accountant is once every year when it's time to do taxes, then that's why us business people, we do taxes quarterly. We do taxes every day. We thinking about taxes when we get putting gas in our car. We thinking about taxes when we pay our phone bill. We thinking about taxes on a whole different spectrum. You want to sit back and let everybody be your accountant, and they're going and so much to the point where you lose count, and then you say, "Oh, you know what? Child support." That's why a lot of individuals, they call me up and they say, "I'm not even after taxes. I'm not even bringing a lot home. It's the job you chose because you can work for DoorDash and bring all your money home." Let me say that again. You can work for DoorDash and bring all your money home. You could. You can bring all your money home. Your position and where you at with money is all. It's unfortunately, it's your perspective. In addition to that, I the perspective and narrative on how child support is getting you all falls back on your belief. It does. It all falls back on your belief. So allow me to go into this segment by saying this. A lot of you guys are terrified of child support. You're terrified. So, with that being said, when you get that letter to come down for child support, the first thing you do is you want to cross all your T's and dot your I's. You don't go into whoa, 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 what the hell mode. You first thing you think about is they're gonna lock me up, they're gonna take and that's the first thing you go into. I can tell because there's no way. Listen, I ran into a lot of people that took their that was worked on a 1099 and took their business papers down to child support. And I said, there's no way you could have not. It's this is not normal. You have to have had an attorney to explain to you how money goes, but individuals didn't, and so they didn't. So, but I'm not understanding that. So if you if you tell me that all right, let me back up. Let me back up for a second. Let me back up for a second. So I'm gonna say this because I gotta factor this in there. This is something that I shouldn't have glossed over. I was not. I, we okay. So child support back in the 90s when I first got introduced to it, it's not like it is now. It was like it is now from the perspective of the way they did things, but it's not a big business like it is now. It's a big business now. Um, it's it's it has it's got these women out here um doing all this crazy nonsense. It's got these women out here putting restraining orders on you to to uh to obtain sole custody. Um, they have lowered the bar and um made it more of a game, and they truly want women to play the game. You don't want to play the game. Men, we're not built to play games. We're not built to, when you ask what's the rules of the game, and then we get the rules and then the rules change. We're not built for that. Hold on a second. Okay. So like I was saying, um a lot it's when I see a lot of individuals, I'm looking at how you move. Um I just I'm just not understanding the narrative of just how you went down there and you just surrendered all of your information and let them have at it. Once again, let me say this. If you work on a 1099, Nobody knows how much you make except your accountant. You cannot, you cannot go down to child support. If you drive an 18 wheeler and you make $300,000, your rig made 300,000, and you took the fact that your rig made 300,000 down to child support. There's no way on this planet that judge is going to say, okay, okay, you made, because you don't know how much you made. That judge is just going to simply say, oh, what a dummy. And he's going to assess your child support at what it was. I can't tell you the endless amounts of individuals I got their child support shrunken down almost down to 1/8 of what they was paying because they went down there and took, oh, their truck made 300 plus thousand a year, and they looking at 3,000 and something dollars a month, 2,700 dollars a month in child support. And then I go down and then I draft up a motion and everything and get it taken down to. And I started off with, there seemed to be a misunderstanding as to what you assess my child support at. There's no way you can take the fact that this is what you, and when you work on the 1099, you are the deductions. The ability and the need to make that money is the deductions, not the family court system, not what a judge said. It's just not. It's not. I can't tell you this enough. It's unfortunately judges don't, attorneys don't tell you this. When you go and you get invited to this nonsense, y'all still believe in attorneys. I'm not fighting y'all with that no more. You can go ahead and keep believing in attorneys. They are the absolute worst. They're not going to tell you none of your upsides. They're not going to do that. No attorney is going to say, well, if you work on a 1099, they'll say you got to bring all your work information down here. And I can't tell you how many individuals um, that hired me, right? As soon as they was working on the 1099, I had about 10 individuals working on the 1099, and then their attorney asked them for the information, and about four of them did the smart thing and called me ahead of time. And I said, "Well, what are they asking you for?" Well, they said they want this. Okay, well, what exactly is this? They just said we need all your financial information, and I told them I work for myself, but now I don't want to take nothing down there. So okay, we'll tell them there is not there's not nothing to assess you at. And then they never seem to talk to the attorney. It's always the attorney's paralegal. Well, we need that information. You told us this and that. Now we need it. Well, you told us the attorney nowhere in sight because the attorney ain't stupid. The attorney knows. The attorney cannot ask you for nothing. The only person that need to know how much you made, and the only people you need to surrender your paperwork to when you work on a 1099 is the IRS. That's it. And and that's after your accountant processes it because you don't know how much you made. You made it, let's say $1,000, and then your accountant say, yeah, that was that run you told me. You said you caught a flat. Yeah, we got to take that out. Oh yeah, you said you had to spend the night in a hotel overnight because you put that flat and they couldn't get. Yeah, we got to take that out. And that $1,000, by the time you get to that $1,000, you made $260. But you don't tell child support you made $1,000 that week because that's what you got. Your accountant is the only one that knows how much you make. Only one. So stop. When you work on a 1099, you are hiding your money. I tell individuals, when you work on a 1099, when you go down to court, they should give you a nice fat steak dinner, some of the finest wine, and hope and beg and hope that you, hmm yeah, that's right, yeah, should hope that you be stupid enough to go down there and open your mouth. Hope that you go down there and just touch your toes and say, ram me. They're only hoping that you come down there and say, "Get all in my hole." That's you're doing. That's you're doing. I listen, listen, listen. You talking to somebody that ain't trying to hear it. You talking to somebody that know better. I know better. I does do. I know better. I know better. You run that nonsense on somebody else. I know better. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Stop fucking with me. Stop being fucking with me here. Y'all see that dollar sign below those damn comments right there? Go on and give me my dollar. Since you don't want to give me my thumbs up, give me my dollar, or just look below and just look at my Cash App, be a Cash App coolie, and give me my dollar. However, you can waive all that. Just give me my thumbs up button. That thumbs up button is your fee. It's your fee. So, listen. As long as I've been doing this, right? Um, y'all can't. No, none of y'all can say y'all ever seen me have a cold. As long as I've been doing this, as long as I've been doing, you ain't never seen me with a cold. I was taking care of myself. You seen the video I did with the vitamins the other day. You dang right. You gonna clench your cheeks. You go ahead and think that, I'm gonna go down there with some the underwear. I'm gonna go down there with some Tony Stark Iron Man underwear with the little lock on it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go down there. They ain't getting to my hole. You go down there and you go ahead and come up with all these narratives, all these perspectives, all these things. Oh, I'm gonna just go down there and say, nah, mm-mm, uh-uh. Or. One day I'm gonna ask y'all to stop. The classic, and I mean ultra classic. Oh, they had me fill out a financial statement when I came down. They had me fill they had me fill this out. They had me do this. Stop. Just stop. Stop. Go to court and tell them, not my butthole. Not my butthole. Don't even say the hole. Don't say bunhole. Say not my butthole. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop allowing these individuals to dictate to you a perspective and narrative that if you work on a 1099, you should be paying child support. You shouldn't. You don't make no money. And here's the legal terminology: you don't make no money, your business does. This is why, if they say, do you pay yourself? So if you don't pay yourself, who and why are you taking them down in the business money if you don't pay yourself? It's all right there. Let me tell you something. I'm not inventing none of this stuff. I haven't invented nothing. Please don't look at me like I'm the almighty savior God, child support God. Please don't. Well, if you want to, you go ahead. If you want to, it's okay. It's okay. But I have an extremely high level of common sense. I do. I have, and once again, because I have an extreme level of common sense because I don't engage in the physical. I live more in the spiritual. So because I live in the spiritual, immediately things just don't make sense to me. So when things are said and it don't make sense, and I get the wrinkle face, I go like this. When you get me to go like this, you selling me some. Yeah, you straight got like big donkey toilet bowl sausages for sale. Like you like, yo, these sausages are good. Straight toilet bowl sausages. These are good. No, no. Mm-mm. So I just take what this is how I got custody. I just take I just take what is asked of me, and if there is any discrepancies, I say up that waives it. Not, well, I'll just show them less. I'm looking for, if you say to me, come down here and bring all your child support information. I'm going to say to you, oh, here's one small problem. Up, the whole thing's off. That's how I think. That's how I think. I am not under circumstances zero. I am not at all interested in any narrative of somebody telling me that I talked about it earlier. You're not telling me you're locking me up for non-payment of child support. Now I know better. Um, um, One of the things to combat that, like I always say, you get laid off your job on Tuesday. Tell them on Tuesday. Tell them on Tuesday, and not on mean child support. Court file a motion. This is where everybody mess up at. So by the time they tap you on the shoulder, or they invite you to come down there, now you want to get to talking. They're like, oh, don't talk now. Don't talk now. Oh no, no, it's too late for that. No, no, don't get to talking now. So, um, so just know that. So now, like I was saying, when you when you when you work for yourself, think about that. You're working for yourself. So yourself is the person that you're working for. So child support didn't ask for yourself to come down to child support. Think about it this way. They asked you to come down to child support. So if you're self-employed, then you are yourself employer. So don't take the employer side of you down there. Take the worker side of you. But if you don't pay yourself, there's that again, then there's nothing to talk about. And if they ask you how much you make, legally, you're not lying. I don't make no money. And then I plead the Fifth Amendment to any further testimony. Don't allow them to sit down there and pick your brain. Don't allow them to dog walk you into a narrative. Don't allow them to ask you 50 million questions. Don't allow somebody to think they're smarter than you. And that's another thing. Let me open up that can of worms. I told the judge one time, there isn't a person in this building smarter than me. You're not. You're not smarter than me. You know, uh, I'm an intellect. I don't claim I get the nookie box. I don't claim I get the dope wet. I don't claim none of that. I claim to do the smartest thing possible. I claim that everything that I do is going to put me in this position where you're going to say, next time when I do that, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, like I was talking to my friends. I have an electric car, a gas car, and a diesel. I said the next one I need now, I need a hybrid, so I can have every version of. Oh, I don't want a nitrogen. I don't want one of them. That's a one to come out to, but I don't want one of them. I have not in my 56 years of living, I have never seen a nitrogen pump at a gas station. You know, I just never. I just never. You know, I've never seen one. So, but uh, it's just what I'm doing. It's what I'm having fun doing. So I'm saying to myself now, when it comes to uh, my clients now, anyway, when it comes to me teaching my clients, I got to make sure that not so much as you believe me what I'm saying, but I got to make sure that they understand. You don't need to talk when you go down there, because once again, when they talk to you, everything that they gonna say to you, they want to dog walk you into some narrative. They want to make you feel as though, okay, you said that. No, no, no. Watch. I'm gonna ask him this. I'm gonna ask him this. Plead the fifth. Don't say nothing. You're not lying. Where do you work? I have no income at this time. I plead the Fifth Amendment to any further testimony. When you work on a 1099, that's all you need to say. You need to say nothing else. Nothing. There's nothing else you need to say. If in fact you think that there's something else you need to say, I would like for you to tell me what that is, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it possibly could be. You don't need to say nothing. Um, understand the dynamics of testimony, a testifying like this. All right. All rise. You rise. You may be seated. Mr. Smith, it says here, you drafted up a motion, and it says you don't work. So let me ask you a question. Immediately, that judge is going to ask you a question to box you in. That's what the judge is going to ask you. The judge is not going to ask you a question to say, okay. Hey, listen, I want you to be well. The judge is not going to say that. The judge is not going to say that. So, um, so the judge is not going to say that. So the judge is going to ask you a question, and this is how they get y'all. This is how they get all up in y'all hole. I don't, no homo, man. I don't know if that's what you know. If you dating another dude, then it's obviously that's what you into. Give me a second. Give me a second. But I assure you, if if that's how you swing, I'm not saying, hey, listen, man, everybody's sexual preference is who they I know lots of guys that like to bang other dudes in jail. I'm just I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying. That could be your thing. I'm saying you may want to go down there and let them, you know, you know, you know, that may be your thing. All right. I'm tippy toeing right now, by the way. I don't know. I'm just saying that may be your thing. You might want to go down there and yeehaw. You may want to do that. You might want to somebody, every time you go down to court, uh every time you go down to court, you take somebody with you for support. But this one time you're going for contempt, you be like, no, don't come with me. I don't know how you do that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That might be how you want to roll. That I'm just saying. But I assure you, that's not the kind of that's not the kind of pole you want in your hole if you swing that way. I'm just saying that's not what you want. You don't want that business. I'm just saying. You know. Um, so a lot of you guys, uh, you go down there and you allow the judge because another thing that too that doesn't equate, and this is why I'm glad I went to school and how I understand structure. When you go down to court, if I sue you, the judge is not supposed to be asking you all the questions. I'm suing you, so when I cross-examine you, I'm supposed to ask you all the questions. What you guys allow the judge to do is go down there and ask you all the questions, and the child's mom or the ex-wife don't say nothing. They just be down there like da 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 da. I just brought him here. Now you just plead a fifth. Just even if you want to say it in advance, I plead the Fifth Amendment to anybody in this court asking me questions. You're not supposed to be asking me questions. In addition, you sent me paperwork asking me for this. Who's asking me for this? We are. Why? 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 This is not court, and I'm telling you, all that stuff y'all be listening to a lot of people this and that, and you ain't this and that. I'm telling you, it's not. I'm just telling you, it's best to not go down there and say nothing. But anyway, so you go down there, and the judge is like starting to ask you questions. So okay, so you have no income. I have no income, Your Honor, and I plead the Fifth Amendment to any further testimony. Or, or you could say, I have no income at this time, so I plead the Fifth Amendment to any further questions concerning income. Shut it down. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. You guys go down there and you participate. As I said when I went for my restraining order, I'm not here to participate in this. I'm not. I'm not here to participate in this. I'm not. I'm not here to participate in this. This is not what I'm here for. I'm here for you to show me what exactly did she give and show you for you to give her a restraining order. That's what I'm here for. Not here for this. I mean, I I am as advertised. I am as advertised. Not happening. I am. Listen, I'm I'm we almost at the top of the hour. We got one more hour to go. Every night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna be rocking out over here. Um, for all you individuals that are here for the first time, man, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Give me that thumbs up. If you don't want to give me my thumbs up, you see that cash logo at the bottom of those comments. Give me my damn dollar. If you don't want to rock that way, go ahead and give me my look my cash app below and give me my dollar. I charge $1 to watch my live streams. And so you must hit me off. Other than that, that thumbs up button is your fee, and I definitely appreciate it. That's your fee. You can waive all that and hit that thumbs up button. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Um, we're at the top of the hour. We got one more hour to left. We're at the top of the hour. Um, so I got one more hour left. So I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna say this. There's a term that we like to use. Tell y'all a little story. So we're gonna call this the top of the hour story. Top of the hour story. Yeah, hold on a second. All right, tell y'all a little story. Um, I was watching Judge Judy one time. Y'all remember that show, right? Judge Judy. Watching Judge Judy one time, and it was a dude that reminded me of me. Now, Judge Judy was in fact a real judge. But if you don't know the construct of how she was practicing law and doing all that, she acted as a third party mediator. So a third party mediator is what y'all don't realize y'all agree to when y'all deal with a hearing officer. Y'all don't know y'all agreeing to a third party mediator. That's all they are. They're mediators. They cannot enforce no law. They just gather information, butter your bunhole up. Yeah, yours, and yours, and yours, and yours, and yours. And now you in the back. They butter your bunhole up too. Butt up your bunhole. So you think that these individuals are have some type of legal perspective. Judge Judy is nothing more than a mediator. When you watch them shows for all these years, it was just her being a mediator. That's all she was. But she was a judge, really a real judge. But she was she came off of the bench and came down to the mediator status and still put it in the form. That's why you signed up and said, I want to go on the Judge Judy show. And you actually had to sign an agreement that you would her decision will be final, meaning you you allowed you turned your rights over, to the situation over to Judge Judy. And that's how you guys do. I guess I got to do a video on that. That's what happens when you guys go and talk to a hearing officer. You agree to this person. So I was watching Judge Judy one time, and Judge Judy was real respectful of this dude. And this dude was getting up and he was like straight pole and hole. He was like, look, I do wrinkle old booty. He was like, "No, I'm getting up and wrinkle old booty today. I love me some wrinkle old booty, you know." So Judge Judy said, "Okay, okay, I understand. I understand. You're not afraid of me." And when she said that, I said, "Holy smokes!" Now, but if anybody's seen that episode, yeah, I'm quite sure somebody's seen it, but nobody here tonight seen it. That struck me a lot different than probably every and anybody else. That struck me like, holy smokes, it's obvious you're not scared of me. And it was the right thing to ask because he was, like I said, he was getting up in wrinkle old booty. He was like, it ain't going down. I learned something from Judge Judy when she made that statement. And what I learned from Judge Judy when she made that statement was, you can't do nothing to me unless I commit a crime. But I can come down here and answer you aggressively. I can answer you aggressively. But aggressive to me is cocky and arrogance. I am my father. Flamboyant.com. I got cocky and arrogance on full display. So I made sure every time I went to court, I took that narrative with me. I am 100 for 100. It worked every time. It worked every time. I and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm an intellect. I work out, but I'm an intellect. I think part of the sale, if you will, to sell what I was saying was I was supposed to be this size, as of course be a black man, and just go in there with my feelings on my sleeve. I was supposed to go in there this and all that. I wasn't supposed to go in there and just tear off in on from a court perspective. That they didn't expect that. So I learned that time. And this is something that y'all should learn. I'm not saying go down there and be like, "You judge." I'm not saying do all that because that ain't the thing to do. But when they say stuff to you, the power stands. If the judge is at my 11 o'clock, I'm not looking at the judge. I'm looking at 12 o'clock, and I'm listening. And the second they stop, first words that come out my mouth gonna help them understand. You got a pit bull standing in front of you today. You got a pit bull at your 11 o'clock, Your Honor. You got a pit bull, or 2 o'clock. You got a pit bull here today. If anybody want to say, I'm talking about you work on a 1099. There's nothing they could do. There's nothing they can do to you. Nothing. If the perspective and narrative is, oh, I don't want to say that, and this is what a lot of you guys say. Oh, I don't want to say that because then they're gonna do this to me. You have to explain that to me. Really, you're gonna have to explain that one to me. I remember, still the top of the hour. I remember when my brother was like, "Chris, they'll never give you custody. You're a man, and they always give stuff to the mother." Wow. It didn't turn out like that. As a matter of fact, all of y'all are listening to me tonight because of my brother. Because it's nothing like getting a call. Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, man? I got some problems in family court. You got problems in family court? Yo, man, I think you got the wrong number, bro. You calling me for? Oh, nah, man. Your brother gave me your number. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm such and such. Your brother gave me your number. Told me that you could help me get. You could, yeah. And I got about 5 of those calls. The rest is history. I don't believe the hype. I don't. I believe in substance. I don't believe hype. I I, I, I don't believe hype. Listen, hype and substance work well together. We seen this in the rap group Public Enemy. Flavor Flav was the hype. When he shut up, Chuck D came with the substance. Substance is always the real and authentic. Hype is just to follow you along. So you guys go to court and you believe all this hype. It's hype. Hype, fear hype. I don't believe it. Not happening. It's not. So when you go to court and you work on a 1099, there's nothing you need to say. So let's go with the flip side to what I'm saying. Because there's always a flip side, but not the type of flip side that you think. There's a lot of you guys out there dating these street chicks. Yeah, you are. You're dating these street chicks. You know the chick that does hair. Give me a second. Applaud me as I talk about these creatures for a few minutes. If you're one of the nice guys that decide to put your penis inside of a woman that does hair, I feel sorry for you. Especially if you work on a 1040. I feel sorry for you. Because chances are, let me lay it out for you. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Let me let, let, let me lay it out for you. Just see if this one's strike a nerve. You you got braids. Of course, you wanted the big booty chick to do your hair. So you got the big booty chick. You walked into the hair salon. When you walked in there, you heard about 4 or 5 and ooh, you heard all that, and you said, "Right where I want to be." Hold on. And then you 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 got your hair done twice. A little bit higher than normal, but you figured that was the hub for hoes. You figured that was the hub for hoes, right? Yeah. You got that you went in there. Yeah. That's right. You went in there. Uh-huh. Okay. So you goes in there and you trying to make it like it's all about business the first time, knowing you on a hoe hunt. Yeah, you are. You're on a hoe hunt. Yeah, you are. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah. You're not thinking nothing about it. You're not thinking nothing about it. Yeah, you are. You ain't thinking nothing about it, right? You ain't thinking of nothing about it. Yeah, no, you ain't. Shut up. Shut up. But then when you go in there, see, the one you met was the cockeyed chick. She was like, my chair is the one in the back. But you seen this one in there, you said, "Oh, that booty." And she was looking at you. Y'all locked eyes. Tell me if this story sounds familiar. Y'all locked eyes. And then on your way out, hold on, no, just chill. Let me tell the story. Tell it to me. Y'all locked eyes. You went in there, she did, and then you met the one that did your hair, you know, it was a perfect day because you went in there on a day she had her kids. So you kept it business, like, oh yes, right? And but the one with the big booty, yeah, that one, yeah, you when you seen her booty, your boy was like, yeah. As you was talking to her, giving her your debit card, you was just looking at the other one like, ah, ah. Then she played along. Just as you was leaving, she had to go and get something out of her car. Yeah. Uh-huh. Then you know how you you know how you see that sign that says, and then 9 months later. And 9 months later, you and her had a baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And y'all was supposed to have been kicking it. And from the time you met her to now, it was a lot of those days. Just, you know, oh! Oh! Yeah, it was just a lot of that going on. Then all of a sudden, you go there one day. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And you go there, she got Jigga 2.0 in her seat braiding his hair. You know where this is going. Now y'all live together now. This is just a poof family. Boy, y'all, hey, listen, y'all find these big booty chicks, y'all be having a poof family a minute, y'all poof in y'all family. God, boy, I tell you. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, y'all break up. She take you down to child support. That new dude, you done seen him twice. When her car wasn't working, you dropped in early, and that dude was in there. He wasn't getting his hair done. He was just in there. Yeah. That dude. Jiggy 2.0. Yeah, we gonna call him JN 2.0. Nigga 2.0. Yeah. So all of a sudden, it's time for child support. Yeah. Now it is over. You know, it's been a while. It's been a while since the you ain't had that in a while, right? Yeah. It's been a while. And all of a sudden, you get the papers to come down for child support. And to your surprise, she don't make no money. And you're like, wait a minute. I know good and well. We used to live together. She drive a Lexus truck for crying out loud. For crying out loud. She drive a Lexus truck. See this, see that. But she going down there and she flipped the script on you. She flipped the script. Now you like, oh wow. You know somebody this happened to. Shut up. Yes, y'all did. Y'all just sitting there. I ain't saying nothing. Yeah, you know. You know somebody what this happened to. You do know this. Yeah. Yeah, you do. You, and you. Yeah, y'all do. Those are the absolute worst. There's nothing worse than a woman that don't bring her stuff to court, but plan that game better than you. Oh, It is amazing. It really is. You heard what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? I said, it's nothing worse than a woman playing that game better than you. Ain't nothing worse. Let me let me talk about me for a second. I just listen. I just never felt. I I just never felt that. I didn't. I just never felt that. I didn't. I'm not taking you nothing. Nope, ain't happening, slick. Whatever. Listen, not happening. No. But those are the worst individuals to deal with. There's nothing worse. I tell you. And let me go into a sidebar for perspective while we're here. Let me hit you off with a sidebar perspective. When you dealing with a woman like that, you ought to know she's like that. So let me go this way with it. Let me go this way with it. I had a lot of individuals who dated the woman that was on a 1099. And this is so if you dating somebody, excuse me, and a female and they're on a 1099, they're on welfare too. Let's be clear. They're on welfare. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? They're on welfare too. Yeah. Don't when you do a consultation with me and I ask you, is she on I don't know. She's on welfare. She's on welfare. Mugs be trying to front like, oh no, I ain't dicking down no help me ho. Yes, you is. You was all up in that dope wet. That dope wet. You was all up in it. Stop. So that woman is gonna play that game, and you're gonna be sitting there talking about some dag. So do yourself a favor. Do not date a woman on a 1099. It will be the worst mistake of your life. Besides putting Skeet up in a POS, it'll be the second worst mistake of your life. Like the two worst mistakes of your life will come from the same situation. That's like that never happens. Like that's like your car getting stolen the day after your insurance lapse. You know, that just never happens. It gets stolen, but you never had insurance, so it ain't like it happened the day after. You say never, you ain't never had no damn insurance. You ain't had no insurance. Stop. Talking about my insurance just lapsed yesterday. No, you ain't had no damn insurance. You ever see that? You ever see a car with a dent in it? Any one of you guys got a car with a dent in it? If so, why you ain't getting that damn thing fixed? Your car look like a piece of fix your damn car. All right. So like I was saying before we went to the top of the hour, I was talking about you being in court and the judge asking you questions. What is wrong with that when the judge asks you questions? When a judge asks you questions, what's wrong with that is you are not fighting a judge. You're supposed to be cross-examined by the mother and let her have at it. But when you go to court, this is why, um, when we draft up motions for people, we tell them, uh, don't do no talking. Just don't. Um, it's not worth it. It's not. Um, I watched a video today, and the video was of a female that claimed she was a travel nurse and she was down in Florida, and she said she was from Detroit, went into the bank, said she was a travel nurse, and all the stuff that they asked her for, what gave the bank teller away is she just happened to have it. They was like, "We need this, this, and that." He was like, "Oh, I got that, I got that." And then the lady looked at it, she knew it was a fake because the font. What a lot of people don't realize is that your electric company or electric bill, whatever, they use a different font than the font that's available in like Microsoft Word or whatever. They use a different font. And you may think the font is the same. You'd be better off trying to just, if you're gonna let you guys in on a little secret. If you're gonna go ahead and duplicate the document, you might as well duplicate the whole document. Don't just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the front and then I'm gonna go ahead and put different information where it says name and all that. I'm gonna go ahead and put different information in." No, put everything. Like when you become a professional at this, you got to go ahead and get a program where you can duplicate their logo and their font, but you can't duplicate their font. Just use their logo, but then all the writing, all the font, you gotta can't do that. So the bank lady was smart enough to realize that the electric bill was using 3 different fonts. So she was like, "It's 3 different fonts. This font is not the same as this." Then the cop said, "Well, you gave him the thing. You should have did all this before you gave him a line of credit. What do you want us to do?" Anyway, they said, "Well, we flagged it because now another lady, this is the second lady, second time in a row, second day, second everything is exactly the same. I'm a travel nurse. I'm staying over here." And then they had a electric bill, and then the cop was like, "Well, I live in this area, and this is not our electric company." The the bank lady said, "That's correct. I live in that neighborhood too. This is not our electric company." So it was just a whole bunch of this and that. And the girl uh tried to do what I'm telling you guys here today. Don't talk. All of a sudden, they found out what the deal was, and the whole thing fell apart, and she started clucking. What's my point? There's no perspective and narrative at any time where you guys need to cluck when you go to court. There isn't. Just shut up. If you think a judge, and I'm gonna tell you why I know why a lot of you guys feel as though you need to talk. I do. A lot of you guys feel as though you need to talk because a lot of you guys feel as though you need to talk because you're like, if I don't, they're gonna put my child support in at $1 million a day. They can't do that. They can't do that. They can't. Did you hear what I just said? They can't do that. They can't. Stop uh thinking that if you decide to go in there and stand firm on what it is, um, just stop. Just stop. When you work on a 1099, the world is yours. I will say this today. I have been saying it since for a while now. I will continue to say it. Unless they listen, just to give you a perspective of where I'm at with it. I had a Tia LaShawn Bradley's cousin working for me. My mom said, "Boy, son, that's a slippery slope." I said, "No, it's not." She said, "Why not?" I said, "People ain't paying me. I'm giving them a receipt and your company's name. I'm not." I, I said, I can park the company van across the street from the courthouse and take a picture next to it, like full uniform. It don't matter. I'm not accepting no money in my name. It is an unbelievable. I've been doing this enough to look at and have seen thousands of situations that I don't understand. I don't. I don't. When you work on a 1099, the world is yours. You owe nothing. Nothing. You should not be paying child support. You should not. Under circumstances, zero. If you want to, it's because you want to. If you're doing it, because you want to do it. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but what you believe. If you ask me and you didn't, but I'm going to tell you anyway, you scared, ain't you? There you are. That's you. There you are. You scared. There's nothing you should say. File a motion. Don't say nothing. Nothing. You know why? You know why? They don't have nothing. And please, please stop falling for the woman that thinks she got something to say at the last minute. I was talking to Dave Nutzer. His wife did that at his whatchamacallit. Atila Sean Bradley did it to me. We in there, and the judge said, "Is there anything else you'd like to add?" She said, "Yes, I got his his Dun and Broad Street." I said, "Your Honor, what is she insinuating?" Judge said, "I don't know." Now I'm saying to myself, "Well, you asking me, so you obviously you do know." I said, "What she need to do is find a person that own that company and talk to them about it." I could have registered the Dun and Broad Street. It's for the business. It ain't for me. Yeah, it wasn't this. Let me help y'all understand something colossal. Let me help you understand Yowza. Yowza, yowza, yowza. All right. These things here. My ashwagandha. All right. What do you want, little fella? What? Quattro. Working, little fella. Working, little fella. You spoiled brat dog is what you are. Come on. Come here. Working, little fella. Okay. Ah, that's a good boy. Look at them teeth. Oh my God. Teeth are beautiful, Quattro. Gotta work, man. All he do is get to sit here and sleep. I be tired. I ask him to drive. He don't want to drive. He don't want to do nothing. All right, Quattro, what are you doing? See this guy? These my little vitamin capsules, man. Give you a little pill. Beat it. All right. So that's a good boy. That's what that is. That's a good boy. I'll be done in 28 minutes, little fella. Give me a kiss. Mwah. That's a good boy. All right. So once again, when you go into court and that woman is sitting there telling the judge that she don't make no money, she works on a 1099, or like I said, what the difference? If I can introduce this narrative to you guys this way, and this is why I don't understand guys like when a woman has taken you down for child support, you should you you're holding back your punches. And here's what I mean. If you live with a woman and she's a Section 8 recipient, or she's in not Section 8 or low income housing, whatever it is, anything, because I don't know too many women that are standing on their own. They're always on so program. You guys sit up there and you allow these women to try to act like they are sufficient and they are strong and how they take care of mine, and what they say, I take care of mines. Of course you take care of yours. But they're on these programs and all that, and then what happens is she comes at you to take you down for child support and just lying about everything and just this, that, this, and that. And you know good and damn well she makes $300-400 a week. You know that, and you know she's only telling Section 8 and all these people that she only make 100. But allow me to go left for a second. Please. We live in a time now where a lot of individuals really think they slick. They really think, I mean, I'm telling you, let me tell y'all something. Life, do right by life. If you don't do right by anything, do right by life. What do I mean by that? Gee, I'm glad you asked. If you want to spend your entire life like my dad was about his business, but that mother was straight on some pussy. My grandmother told me that my dad had over 30 kids. So my dad was here with like my dad was just out there just boinging. Like my dad was just out there like everybody get it. You get it, and you get it, and you get it, and you get it, and you get it. Like my dad died broke. I need y'all to follow. And listen, it's the reason why it's so easy for me to say, now I ain't messing with nobody. I'm bragging about, no, I ain't, no, I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to do that, man. Listen, man, ain't nothing like, and ain't nothing like love, ain't nothing like with a woman, ain't nothing like feeling the ooey, gooey, schmooey. Nah. It's just not, listen, it's the reason why you get real sensitive when you busting a nut. That is designed so when you try to pull out, it hurts. This is why a lot of people out here having these kids, man. They be trying to pull out and they be like, it hurts. And then that turns into a child support case. And I give women a lot of credit. Y'all don't. I don't think women are dumb. I don't think that, I had an individual tell me he's good with the bitches. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe you get see because you got a good rap game. I don't believe that. What I believe is they're all out there skeezing and scamming, and you're making yourself available. You're letting them know you want to play their game. Sex is a woman's game. It ain't a man's game. If you want to believe it is, I'm not arguing with you. I'm an old man. I'm an old man that I'm an old man that got a great future on the horizon. I'm a great man. I've been looking at buying boats earlier. Boats. I'm trying to figure a boat or a ski-doo. Something a boat, ski-doo, or travel trailer. I'm getting all that. I'm getting my recreational game is about to be sick for the summer. That's what I'm doing. I ain't got the wife needs and the kids needs at 56. I don't have that. I got you. I wasn't worthy of. Something was wrong with that. Chicks treated me like I had retarded nut. I mean, my daughter came out healthy. They just acted like I had retarded nut. They just like, nah, we don't want your nut. We want his nut. They act like I had like crooked, like cuck knuckle nut. Like, damn, all our kids gonna come out with a cuck knuckle. Like, damn, I can't get the pussy. Oh, wow. My man Deshaun said my goal is to own a boat. Yes, yes. I was looking at boats. I'm looking at boats. I'm looking at boats. If I let me see if I go into my PayPal, go into my PayPal, I mean my Facebook, and I go into the marketplace, recreation stuff. See that? Recreations. RV. Well, they got some trailers on there, RV pop-ups and all that. But I was looking at this stuff today, and I'm like, yeah, we gonna do something. Wow, look at that. Yeah, got a Z4 over here like the one I got. There's a lot of miles on it though. Mine got 80. This one got 197. Jeez Louise. All right. So I I had a little fear with me. I did. I had a little fear with me. And I'm glad because the game is just the game, it's all a game. And I've seen a lot of guys think that they was good at something that women was giving away for free. Women, it's in a woman's nature. Women are nasty by nature. God designed them to be the way to ensure the continuity of our species. You know, women don't act. This is why they act stuck up and say all these things, but they'll open their legs. You ever notice that? You ever notice that? All this nonsense they tell them we don't need men, this and all that. There's not a drop in babies. They saying all this stuff. All this stuff makes great click stuff for social media, but they are opening in their legs at the same alarming rate or even more. Why? That's how they design. They are like that. If they don't have a life, it's they're gonna be reckless.com with it. It's just listen. If they got a life, it's conservative or reckless. But women want sex by nature. That's the way it goes. So a lot of individuals are under this impression. A lot of individuals have this impression that I'm good at this. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Uh-uh. My former co-host Joy Green said in my something in my quote. These individuals they don't get pregnant by accident. This is what she said. So a lot of individuals they they know again they know if you're dealing with somebody and you hire me for a consultation and your perspective and narrative is um oh I don't know, I didn't know that she I don't know if she's on welfare. You have to know. And listen, individuals want to act like they don't know because they want to their perspective and narrative is I'm a man and I'm handling mine. Okay, whatever. What's going on, chaos? Okay, whatever. You're handling it. Cool. Doesn't take from the fact is you got a woman who getting assistance for your child. It's amazing. I had a client. I got a client now, and we talk, and I'm asking this guy, and he's like, uh, the one his baby mom lived at three different houses, three different states in the last 6 months. And I asked, is she on welfare? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Well, what chick out there giving out coochie is not don't got welfare and Section 8 in mind? Like, oh, I had no idea. She is. So when that happens, it throws everything in a different bracket. I guess I got to do a different video about that tomorrow. When a woman is on welfare, for the for the most part, I don't I don't know. I don't know how a lot of these women be having babies. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. There's nothing in you can get in me to understand. Like, okay, yep, the body is banging. Yep, of course, body is banging. I'm not. That wears off though. I'm not under no circumstances understanding how you come up with the perspective of, yeah, I'm gonna me and her gonna make it, or this one here. I'm not understanding how you coming up with that narrative. I'm not. To me, there's no woman out there that's gonna be about nothing and I have sex with her. Not happening. Listen, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna put a bow on this thing for the evening. I definitely appreciate y'all for being here. I'm gonna say this. When you when you decide whatever you decide when it comes to the woman you choose, when individuals tell me she had 2 kids by 2 different dudes and my baby make the third, I'm not understanding where's the I don't know where you going with this. I don't know if you're trying to say she ain't it or whatever, but that's not you're off to a real bad start. All right. And you got to understand when you're dealing with a woman, you have to understand this. A woman is not interested. They just not. Today's woman, they're not designed for things being equal. It's they want it their way. You could have like the example I gave y'all the other day. She could live 100 miles away. You could own a house right next door to her job. She'll love coming over to stay with you to get easy access to get a job. But when it comes to moving in, she'll want you to move in with her. You can be renting. When I dated my ex girlfriend, Crystal Holman, I owned a house and moved in with her, and she was renting. Where was our relationship going if that's what I did? When a person is into you and y'all are really trying to build, the first thing y'all do is y'all make moves towards who got the best thing, and that's what we're gonna do. If we had to get rid of a car and they had a 2015 and had a 1995, which car you think we're gonna get rid of? But if she was renting and I owned a home, she ain't moving in my house because she don't want to. So when the way you get around that is simple. It's simple. It's a simple remedy for that. Before you get the make sure if you let one go, because we all knows what comes after the you hit that nut. And according to all you guys got that powerful, that old powerful coochie juice, boy. You, you. Like I said, I got crook nut. Yeah, they didn't want my nut. You know, I don't have that worthy nut. You know, my nut ain't worthy. You know, this is something about me. They just said I do not want to have a baby with this man, and my kid comes out like him. So I just you know we talk about y'all. You meet these women and you make this thing go. You can't get that nut back. You can't give like, hey, look, give me that nut back. Give me my nut back. You can't. What I'm simply saying to you is this. I ended with this. I'm 56 years old. I got to see a lot of people live one way when they was younger. Life came knocking when they got older. It is not the same person. It's an entirely different person. Let me tell you something. We talked about it yesterday, didn't we? When individuals crash out, individuals will crash out. People, if you are not living the way you should live, if you're a man and you don't want a woman, you out there screwing, you will crash. If you're a woman and you just out there just having a fun and then the night is the night and you partying, you will crash out. If you are doing anything other than a natural thing, and that is to find companionship to grow old with, that is the ultimate task of your life. All right, you will crash. But what's worse than that crash is when you're about to crash, but you're in a POS car. Like you want to crash in a Volvo. Like you want to crash. Like when it's time for your life to crash, you want to be in a Volvo life car. You know, you want to be in a life car with crumple zones. You don't want to be in a life car with this like, dang, you know, wow, we saw that one. A chick tried to do the rapper Drake with his. He ended up April fooling her with. Oh wow, see that? The way you stop, the way you don't engage in none of this, just don't do it. There is no. Listen, listen. Uh, life is different here in Virginia than it is up north. It's different. So, with that being said, with that being said, there's a lot of mixmack. I see a lot of mixmack people here. It's just funny what I see here. No, I'm not gonna get into that. But here's where I'm going with this. When you decide you're gonna go out and play, in every other perspective and narrative, there's a time on a play. I want to go play or go see a movie. I buy a ticket to go see the Okie Dokies from Mars. When that movie starts, that ticket is only good for that movie. If I decide I want to go to the amusement park, I'm either going to get a day pass or get a season pass, right? But it's going to be some expiration time. The fun times that you purchase are it's going to have an expiration. The carnival came to town. You want to go there, don't you? Yeah, you do. Of course you do. So you took off from work and you went to the carnival. You said, I'm gonna go on a weekday because people a lot less people on a weekday than is on a weekend. But you went there, you purchased a ticket, you purchased a slot for fun. Yeah, you did. You purchased a slot for fun. I want y'all to follow what I'm about to say here. Because this I'm about to break it down. A lot of you individuals, a lot of you individuals, a lot don't see the unfortunate funds, not funds like money, all the fun you're having, like fun multiple times. So funds, that's what I mean. Check this out. You end up buying a ticket to something that has an 18-year date. When you have a child, that is unfortunate fun that you decide to purchase and it doesn't have expiration. You see, what I've noticed with a lot of people that decided to play games and just be about that life and think life was a big old game, think life was a game, think life was a game. Yeah, they was having fun. It's the same thing that I see when I see in the black community. The black community is riddled with fun addicts. The black community is riddled with individuals that don't want to adhere to the rules of life. This is why I'm cool where I'm at. Because I know that no matter what, I tried to find me a wife. I tried to love my mother. I tried to love my brothers. I tried to love my daughter. I failed at everything. And because I failed, the happiness is in fact that I gave it my all and I tried. I've tried. There is not one person. My mom can't say my son did nothing wrong but love me. My daughter can't say my dad did nothing but try to love me. Every woman that I've ever dated, I've never even can none of them say I did nothing but try to love. All of them did me this. It's all the same way. So because the curriculum and the agenda was fun, unserious, not paying attention to. I'm collecting cars and RVs and boats and electric bikes, and I'm just gonna collect all my fun, and I'm gonna have my fun because I can always be certain of it. When I decide to buy something, I always seem to get it. But the 56 years I tried to get a wife, I failed. God damn, get a girlfriend. Another story. So I'm simply telling you this. When you out there and you decide, hey, listen, I want to be reckless. Reckless, that's like an open credit card. I promise you when I tell you, you don't want to go down that road. My thing now is I ain't trying to help nobody my age. I'm trying to help you young guys understand. Do not. It's not worth it. If you want to just somebody, go to a whorehouse and get you a madam because those whores in there, listen, I'm about to tell you. Those whores in there, they ain't getting pregnant. Those whores in there, right? When they get pregnant, it's bad for business. The whores y'all be getting with, they get pregnant, and that's the business.